Okay, so I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not about to say something crazy, but I'm pretty sure I've been hitting the gym a little too much because now my good suit is a little tight in the arms and chest area. I mean, it's not the worst problem to have, but suits are expensive. What do you think, babe? You think I can get away with sitting in this thing all night, or am I risking like a ripped pants scenario? No, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of a bunch of rich people, you know? Baby. Hey, darling. Is everything okay, honey? You've been getting dressed for a little bit, and as much as I'm not one to rush, your tone sounds a little. You sound down. You were so excited about this new outfit that you picked out. I'm not trying to pry, I want to make sure you're okay. I mean, I can come and look at the outfit again, but I've signed off on it 11 different times now. It's a big hit with me. You know that. And I highly doubt that's going to change for the 12th viewing. But I'm not going to say no to looking at you. Especially when you look so damn good. Come here. Let me take a look. Yeah. Yeah, it's just as I thought. No, nothing's wrong. You. You still look absolutely stunning, sweetie. I mean, geez. You're making me feel silly by comparison. What's with that expression, though? Why do you look like you're about to cry? Oh, darling, come on, let's sit. Come here. Give me your hand. Let's sit down. Are you feeling overwhelmed about going to an event with a lot of people? Or is this about the outfit? Because I promise you it's not too revealing. If it was, I definitely would have something to say. And we've tested it to make sure it won't be a problem temperature or texture wise, right? Darling, your arms still look fine. It still shapes your body in a nice way without being too constrictive. The colors look nice. What's got you worried, Angel? I mean, you can sit there and talk about all the negatives that you see in yourself all day. If you really want to, but I'm never going to be able to agree with you. I can't, sweetheart. Because all the things you say are bad. They're things that I love about you. To me, you're the most beautiful person I've ever met. It makes me sad that you always feel like I'm seeing flaws in you that I never would have even noticed until you brought them up. Every time you do this, I just want to wrap my arms around you from behind, walk you in front of the mirror, and start listing out all the things that I find gorgeous about you. You want me to do that? From that cute forehead, those beautiful brown eyes, that perfect nose, and those lips. Honey, I'm not just being nice. No, it's not just because I love you. You remember that cruise we took last year? Yeah, the one you spent so much time lamenting about how you looked in your new swimsuit, right? Meanwhile, all of my brain power was spent staring at you, trying to remember where my mouth was every time I tried to sneak a sip of my drink. You made it very difficult to focus on the food, the drinks, heck, the cruise itself, the friends we made during the games. You made it very difficult for me to focus on much of anything else, if I'm being honest. Sweetie, you are gorgeous. I think you're gorgeous. I've been accused of having a neurological disorder by my coworkers just from how I lose any and all coordination around you, you know? Like, legitimately. Phil recommended the guy he sees after the last Christmas party. I'm in love, honey. I don't have a disorder. And if you try to swing with a loving you as a disorder, then I'm gonna pick you up and throw you onto the couch, a little pillow, until you're giggling and smiling again. You know I will. You really want to tempt fate like that? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Careful. That's what I thought. You know you have a huge fanboy as a husband, right? No one is ever going to be able to say a word against you that's going to have me abandon my post as your #1 fan. I mean, heck, you stuck by me through all of my lowest moments, right? And you never stopped being attracted to me. Even when I had one of the worst stomach bugs the hospital had ever seen, and I kept deliriously singing Danny Boy, all dramatic, while you held my hand. I still really appreciate that you didn't let anyone record that, by the way. It might have been really funny, but it also probably would have gotten back to my boss, who would have been less than impressed that his chief engineer is lying on the hospital ground whining about how I was coming home and I'd save you a cloud right beside me. Some nonsense. Look, the point is, I am absolutely crazy about you. And every single aspect about you. Every time you point out an imperfection, I always take it as a, wow, now I get to admire something else about you. Like when you pointed out you had a little spot developing on your forehead, remember? And that was the same spot that lingered for weeks because I couldn't stop myself from kissing it every single chance I had. There's just a little sunspot that the sunscreen missed. Gosh. You're way too hard on yourself. Is there a way I can help you feel like you deserve the life you have with me? Seriously. It breaks my heart that you feel like all of these good things, all of this are things you don't deserve. Because you do, honey. You deserve to have a man who loves you so much that people accuse him of being uncoordinated from watching you walk across the room. You deserve a man that always has a big dumb smile for you every time he opens his mouth. I don't know how else I can show you, but I sure wish someone would tell me. Because I hate seeing you like this. I don't want to see you doubting yourself when you have no reason to. You're enough for me. You're all I want. Honey, come here. Let me put my arms around you. Listen to me, okay? I know the self-doubt comes with the territory. I know the intrusive thoughts linger, even if you do everything in your power to shoo them away. I even know that there's part of you that wouldn't even blame me if I didn't point out or agree with your insecurities. But I'm gonna tell you, right here, right now. And every single time you doubt yourself, you're perfect to me. You don't have to be perfect for the whole world, and quite frankly, I can't believe how incredible you are just to one silly man who can't stop falling over himself for you. I mean, I have plenty of my own faults, you know? What do you mean, like what? You want me to start going down the list? Well, my hand-eye coordination could use some work. Except when it comes to video games, because, you know, I'm kind of cracked at Valorant. But I definitely make weird faces when I'm concentrating on stuff. And I absolutely order food in a way that more often than not leads me to buying more than I actually need. Especially after preaching about budgets and, you know, literally working with money people on a daily basis. And if I don't shave, I get a small little unibrow, which you affectionately call caterpillar, if I recall. Exactly. You think all of that stuff is cute. Can you kind of see where I'm coming from now, you little goofball? Look, you can pout all you want. I got you to see my logic for once, without falling over myself. It's a new personal best. I promise you, I'm not just saying things to be nice. I'm sharing how I genuinely feel about my partner. My partner, who I'd very much like to show off tonight. I mean, you're still feeling up for it, of course. Honey, if we end up climbing out of these fancy clothes and spending the rest of the night catching on shows and just eating takeout, it wouldn't bother me in the slightest. All I've wanted for weeks now is to spend some time with the love of my life. I don't care how. I just want to enjoy my time with you. Okay? I love you too. You're absolutely gorgeous. And no matter what happens, no matter how old we get, how gray or wrinkly, I promise, you will always be the most beautiful person in the entire universe to me. And yes, even if some, I don't know, angel of beauty comes and challenges me and turns me into a worm or something for choosing you, just promise you'll still love me. Because I will always choose you. Good. I mean, as long as you can love little old worm me, then I think we're good. So, are we heading out for this silly little get together, or are we hanging out here? That's my baby. Come on. Let's go.